guys, this transformed my approach to socials, and I'm hoping it helps you understand the role that you need to play between outer circle and inner circle content. So I developed this because I was working with a bunch of creators that had large followings, but they couldn't sell anything. They couldn't connect with anybody online. And I realized that the best brands online, the best creators, influencers, they understand the balance of outer circle content and inner circle content. I'm gonna give the example I give about the bus. So I'm gonna make all of you guys think like you're bus drivers. So you're a bus driver and you're driving your bus, and your bus is going to the destination that you wanna go, right? That's why I talk so much about figuring out your goals, figuring out your mission, your vision. Why are you creating content in the first place? All of those reasons is where your bus is going. So whether you wanna be the #1 opera singer or you wanna be the most well-known oboist in the world, that is the destination your bus is going to, okay? So for being the top musical theater person, you want to go to New York City. You're going to Broadway, right? So you're driving a bus. And the goal is every single time you think about creating a piece of content or you create a piece of content, you have to think that I am a bus driver and I'm trying to allow these people that are on their phones or scrolling to see your bus. First goal is you want people to see you because there's 34 million pieces of content that are posted every single day. Think about each of your guys' algorithms in your Explore page. My goal is for those who want to develop personal brands and get into business, that my content is relevant to all of your Explore pages. You're looking at corgis, you're looking at pink nails, you're looking at Korea. My goal is I need to be relevant to all of you guys. So the goal is I need to get you guys out to the bus stop, right? I need to get my stuff onto your Explore page. Now, once I get my content onto your Explore page, I have to get you to click on it, which means I have to get you to go to the bus stop. So you're seeing the bus passing by. You need to walk up to the bus stop and say, all right, that bus is going to New York. I also am interested in going to New York. So number 2 is you want to get them to the stop. Now, you've got them to your stop, but you're asking for a really big commitment. You're asking for them to get on the bus and to pay a fare to go to New York City. And that's why the third point is so important, is that you need to give them so much value in your content, so much of a so what, that they decide to get on the bus and not chicken out. So you want them to get on the bus and pay your fare, right? When they get on your bus and they pay your fare, they're watching that piece of content. Maybe they're saving it. Maybe they're sending it to somebody else. Maybe they're commenting on it. They're engaging in that fare. But then the biggest thing that you want, and this is what takes time, trust, credibility, consistency, a lot of thinking and work, is you want them to go with you to the destination. You want them to trust you enough that when you're leaving from Kentucky, they're gonna go with you to New York. And that is the proverbial analogy of all of our journeys, is that the reason why outer circle content and inner circle content, that balance is so important, is that the outer circle content is the viral stuff. That's what breaks through to get on all of your feeds. Once I get on your feed, my goal is for you to like the content, to want to follow the content, and to feel connected and trustworthy with me so that my content connects with you guys over time. So what you need to think about when you're thinking about creating content is, how do I get people to the bus stop, to look at my bus, to trust the bus, to want to get on the bus, to pay fare, and then to stay the journey of where I want to go. And when you start thinking about content through this context, is when you start building pages that grow, that engage, that get you the opportunities that you want to get.